Good morning, Budapest. I've come all the way down here for a celebration, for a birthday party. A birthday party for a 120-year-old. Who may that be, you say? Well, none other than Harley Davidson. How you doing, man? I met up with the Leipzig crew, but it's scorching fucking hot here today. I mean, I was throwing snowballs in the mountains 3 days ago, and now it's 30 fucking degrees. Over 30 degrees. So they went off to have a swim in a lake not far from here, which I would have totally done too if I had my bike, but I don't. So I'm gonna walk around, have a look at the area here, and I'm gonna see if there is some way I can get a bike. Even if it's just for an hour, I'd be happy. And it doesn't matter what bike it is. If I'll be able to get out on the road and ride here in Hungary or in Budapest, I'll be damn happy. Well, I found something. Test ride of the live wire. I've never ridden one, so... But there's no one here. I think they're all inside, actually. Alright, so I got a live wire test ride booked for tomorrow at 2. I'll get to ride in the city. I won't get to ride as freely as I would like, but I'll get to have a ride in Hungary, which is good.
Well, since I didn't bring my own bike, I had to settle for something very different to ride. Maybe not too different from the live wire I just booked, but very different from my Road King. I took a little ride into the city for some sightseeing, but I quickly ended up back at the apartment to avoid the heat.
Listen, I do like hot weather, but I'm not used to it anymore. I headed off from the festival grounds, bought myself some class cigars, and then I came back to the apartment to have a beer and cool down a little. But I'm gonna head back in a little bit. I actually found a cigar lounge on the festival grounds, so I'm gonna go back there after I've cooled down and had my beer and enjoy a cigar there. There's shade. The guy said he'll get me drinks.
Found my way to the cigar lounge now. I got a direct view of the main stage, which is great. On stage right now there is descendants of the founders of Harley Davidson, which is pretty cool. Opening up the custom bike show, which I'm just gonna enjoy from a distance while I smoke my cigar.
As I sat there in the shade, enjoying my smoke, I heard my name being shouted from the crowd. It was more the lads from Leipzig, so I decided to join them back in the sun. We checked out some of the winners of the custom show before we were asked to leave, for a good reason.
There is a storm about to hit Budapest, and you can really feel it. It's heavy winds, lightning in the distance. And they gave a storm warning on stage and told everyone that they should probably start leaving the area. So everybody on bikes are disappearing right now, and I've decided to start heading back as well to try and avoid the worst of the storm. As I said to the Leipzig boys, you know, it's just rain, and with the heat that's been, it'll probably be nice with a little bit of rain, but what they're worried about is that there'll be more than just rain, because in Germany there has been like hurricane warnings, and hurricanes have arrived as well. It's not just warnings, and that's what they're afraid of will hit here as well. They've taken down all the tarps and all the signs. Everything is gone to try and prevent everything from blowing down in the wind. And inside of the festival grounds they also took down most of the stages. All the stands, like the beer stands, were shut down, all that stuff. So they're expecting something heavy. Let's see how heavy it will get. The rain has come, and it started to rain quite heavily now, but apparently it's gonna get worse. Let's see how this goes. So the storm is here, but it isn't as bad as I thought it would be. So I've decided to head out in the storm, instead of sitting at home and go and find something to do. I've seen that there's a whiskey bar in town. It's a little bit of a trek, so if I make it there, I don't know. The plan is to try and take the metro here in Budapest.
Let me tell you about something that happened to me last night. So I went to the whiskey bar. I filmed very little in there, but I sat there, I enjoyed my whiskey, tried some really cool new stuff, and then I was about to leave. And their door out was quite heavy. The door was open, come back in. I reached my hand out to stop the door with my other arm, and I dislocated my shoulder. That meant that I ended up in a Hungarian hospital, which was a very, very interesting experience. And it also means that I had to cancel the Livewire ride that I'd booked today. I probably could have been able to ride the Livewire, but I want to give my shoulder a little bit more time to heal, because I have a big ride coming up next week. So I'll rather heal my shoulder for the big ride rather than trying a Livewire here in Budapest.
Now some will argue and say that I already did test ride the Livewire.
I wanted to get a refreshing beer for breakfast, and the lady inside recommended me a peach beer. Never had peach flavored beer before. That is actually really damn good. Exactly what I was looking for. It's like peach iced tea, but it's beer.
Alright, that was breakfast sorted. Now it's time to head back to the festival grounds, back to the celebration.
But I didn't make it back to the celebrations. The guys wanted to see the old town and convinced me to get on the back of a bike. From the back of a bike was not how I wanted to see the city, but it was worth it. We had some food and headed back to the celebrations to check out some live music and to see if I had won a bike.
First number is 2.
Well, I wasn't off to a good start. But every time the clock hit 0 and no one redeemed their prize, my chances got higher. I had promised the boys that if I would win this bike, I would ride it from Budapest back to Norway. So we were all excited to see what would happen. And now we were on the right track.
Please, read out the second one. 7.
Or maybe not. Alright, let's try this again. This time, I feel lucky.
Let's see, the first number is 0.
Damn it!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, this time.
Okay, the first number is 1.
Yes?
It's 1. 7.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Oh my gosh, yes! We got it! Finally, the luckiest one ever!
Well, unfortunately I didn't win, but that doesn't matter. It didn't ruin this amazing celebration of a brand that brings us all together from every corner of the globe. A brand that has brought me a community of friends and that I have created experiences for life with. I hope you're here for another 120 years, Harley. It's not a hobby, it's a passion.